Hey everybody. Well, today, as you can see, or tonight, as it is evening, I have set up over here on a chair actually, since I no longer have my easel, which is a shame. Um, this is a blank canvas, but it still has the plastic on it, so I've leaned the paper against it. Hey to my one viewer. I know you guys have been looking forward to this water painting all day, so I have to figure out how to angle my camera. Now I am sitting on the chair now. If I have to sit on the sofa to do this, hey, that's fine. I can do that. To figure out how to get this angled. Hey, how you doing, Sharon? Um, or Shannon. Did I mispronunciate? I don't like it's Shannon. Okay. I don't have my readers on. Hey, anyway, I don't have my readers on, and my attack last night made my eyes a little jiggly. Um, the first was right. Okay, well then I pronunciated it right the first time. So we'll just take that as a slight brain fart the second time. Right? Okay. So anyway, so I'm getting set up here. So I actually have these water paint palettes that you can actually, here, let me put my device down here so I can show you, that actually interlock. So these are actually portable, so that when you take them, you just, I'll show you again, take them and lock them together. These are really cool. So if you're an artist like myself, you just take them, and there's 3 of them, and you just take them and lock them together. They stay put. And there's a cute little plastic lid for that. And you just take that in. I mean, like, isn't that so convenient? That is so convenient. So you just take them apart, and you have one palette, the black, the white, your standard colors. It is, isn't it? And then you have your bright colors, and then you have sort of more muted tones. I think the muted tones are kind of cool too. You know, you have your bright and your muted tones. So I think these are going to be really cool to work with to do the dragon water painting. So, and then having the lamp over here, that's going to be really cool. So, yeah, it's going to be really cool to work with. Now, like I said, you know, I didn't get rid of, hey, big dog. There's other people coming on live at the same time, but I don't really care. I'm not stopping my live stream. Ha ha ha. So, because I'm on my live stream, I'm not stopping. So if you can't see the angle too good, I can try to set it up better. I thought about sitting over on the sofa anyway. I'm really glad you guys are here for this, because I know I really wanted to angle it up better for you guys to see. And I can't really do this with my camera too good. So I may actually sit over on the sofa where I could probably get this better angled for you guys, because I can't just sit it like, I mean, maybe I could just sit it here and just angle this different. I don't know. What do you guys think? If I just sit it over here, angle it, pull it in, because I can just angle it like that so that you guys can just see what I'm doing here. What do you think? Is this a better angle for you guys? I want to make sure that you guys are able to see this really good. Yes, it is. Okay, great. I just really want to make sure that it's at a good angle for you. And can you hear me even sitting at this angle? Okay, well, I'm still going to paint. I mean, you can always come back if you have something to do. You know, this is going to be the water painting. So what I'm going to do is reference out of my book so that you guys know I'm referencing my own art, and still they can't say that I'm referencing something else. So I'll be referencing out of my own artwork. Of course, you guys know that this is something that I doodled. This is a doodle. You guys might call it a drawing. This is another doodle, but you guys might call it a drawing. But we all know this is a favored, and this is what I will be referencing tonight. This is the dragon I will be referencing tonight. Yes, please go subscribe to each other. I do encourage that. So since they took down the video for this is what I will be referencing tonight. I know this has been a favorite of everybody. Well, this was the one that we were all sad, and I was really ticked. And I think a lot of you were pretty peeved that they took down the video of me drawing. So guess what? This is the reference for tonight for me to put as a water painting. Yay! So this will be turned into a water painting. So I will just be picking up the brush and turning it into a water painting. So I'm pretty sure you guys will be pretty excited about that. So if I'm not talking much, it's because this is the subject for tonight. That this subject is the water painting. So I know you guys have been looking forward to this. So this is what I will be getting into as the water painting tonight. Just remember that this is what I will be doing. Hey, Sparkle. That this is the subject, my own artwork, is what I will be referencing tonight as the water painting here on Charlene's Art Corner. So if you're not seeing me, it's obvious that you guys will just get to see the magic at work. And I know a lot of other people, I'm not going to say you, a lot of other people have asked for more of the Bob Ross style artwork to be done. Since I'm right here, but we will be getting into those later. But I figured since the video for me drawing this was taken off by YouTube, I'm just bringing it back as a water painting. So let's get into that. So like I said, reference piece for tonight is this. So they cannot say that goes against policy, because in fact it does not go against policy standards. because the rules and regulations are you have to use your own references, and that is exactly what I do, is I use my own artwork as reference pieces. I've always done that. And since in this part of Jersey you can't really use the water for drinking or certain things, I don't want to compromise my brushes. Yeah. Now I do have certain brushes like fan brushes, extremely thin brushes, and I do also have, hey, do I what? Okay, I didn't catch that. Hold on, I gotta read that. They never really said why they took it down. They never even responded to me when I asked them. So they gave me no response. They gave me no response at all on why they took it down. It didn't go against policy, so they had no right to take it down at all. So, so instead of talking about that, let's just go forward. That's what I plan on doing instead of, talking about it constantly. I just plan on going forward with just doing more art. Well, maybe they thought that, but somebody would have had to report it. But I did say that it was my art. So that was kind of a disclaimer if I say that it's my own art. I mean, when I started drawing it, you could just tell that I wasn't referencing, anything but something from my book. I'll even show that to you before we get this started. Let's put my hand on that page. It's not that. Yeah, it was this beautiful piece right here. I mean, that's my artwork. So, yeah, they can't say that I was referencing anybody else's artwork, but my own. So, yeah, pretty much. That's my own artwork. So, it came out of my book, my artwork. So pretty much, yeah, they have to get over themselves. So we're just going to go forward. I'm just going to let it go forward, onward, upward, and go forward. So, that's what I'm going to do. Charlene's Art Corner is just going to go forward. We're just going to aspire with positivity, right? Let's just go forward with positivity and get started with this. So the first thing, right? Positivity is always a good policy with me. I've been doing artwork since I was a kid, so and one of my favorite things has always been dragons. I never drew a stick person a day in my life. I always drew the human figure. I don't know, maybe you guys drew stick people. I don't know. I never drew a stick person a day in my life. And thank you for the thumbs up. So, like I said, we'll get started on this dragon. And and you saw that, this slipped. We're not letting this go like that, right? We're not letting it go like that. That's kind of funny. Why did that slip? Why did that slip? Probably because the chair is plastic. That's funny. I think it shoved the brush into there. No, that's weird. Anyway, That's kind of funny at the same time. Anyway, um, um, go back into that paint. Because these dry palettes, they will actually dry up rather quickly. So since YouTube is trying to start their crap, yeah, right? I don't know who's left. Who's left? Let me know who's still here. Because YouTube's starting their crap with me again. Let me know who's still here. Other than me, obviously. I may just have to just pre-record it and then just load it. Because I've just this is starting to stress me out and it doesn't help my epilepsy. It's bad enough I had a seizure last night. I just don't need YouTube's crap adding. I mean, it's not you guys. You guys are awesome. I just don't need YouTube adding the stress. I may just go ahead and pre-record, tether, and load. I wanted to try this live, but YouTube had to go and start their crap with me. So what I'm going to do is pre-record and load it up. I'll be back with that. Who just came back? Let me know. Okay, Queen of Hearts. Who else just came back? Because YouTube's trying to give me some crap. Okay. YouTube's trying to give me some crap and try to cut me off. YouTube's trying to cut off my feed, so what I might have to do is just pre-record and be back with it. Are you guys okay with that? Oh, they keep interrupting my feed. They do this to me all the time. Yes, please sub to each other. No, my internet's actually good. I paid my bill today. Yeah, I did. I paid my bill. My internet's good. So I know it's not that. Everybody's been saying it's their internet. I actually know what it is. It's actually YouTube. Adam Sandoval of Adam Sandoval Rides. He had the same problem, but he paid his bill. So I know what it is. It's YouTube. They tried cutting him off today in the middle of a live feed. All he was showing was motorcycle helmets because he rides a Harley Davidson and he helps military veterans. And they tried cutting him off. Like, it's crazy. It's not everybody's internet. It's YouTube. Yep. Yes, but it's YouTube doing it, is what I'm saying. It's YouTube actually doing it to everybody. They're actually buffering the feed. I know that. But they can actually buffer your feed. Yes, I actually know. I know the techie stuff. Anyway, guys, I'm going to pre-record. How do I know that? Because I know a lot of computer tech. also know how they can backdoor your system. I also know how YouTube can shut off your phone when you're recording. YouTube has shut off my phone when I've recorded several times. They do that. They just don't want you to know this. Yeah. So anyway, guys, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, it is. They do it to a lot of us. They've done it to me for over a year. So what I'm gonna do, my shoulder still hurts too. So what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna go ahead, pull up my laptop, pre-record, tether. So I'm starting to get tired anyway. And my headache's coming back. So I'm gonna pre-record, and then I'll be back with loading that. And aren't they cutting me off now? Because I'm not trying to put the paintbrush to anything. Watch this. If I go to put the paintbrush to something, they'll want to cut me off. It's guaranteed. If I go to put the paintbrush to something, they'll want to cut me off. It's what they always do. It's what they did when I lived in PA. Anytime I went to do something, they were wanting to cut me off. If you watched any of my old videos, that's what they were doing. They were always cutting me off. I mean, unless you want to give them some feedback, go ahead and give them some feedback. Trust me, I almost thought about quitting YouTube. But then you guys wouldn't get to see the artwork, would you? You wouldn't get to see this if I quit. If I'm not looking at what you guys are saying, it's because I'm not looking over at the camera. I'll look back over in a minute. Okay? I'm not mad at you guys. I'm just ticked off at YouTube. Okay? And I'm tired. I've been sore all day. My muscles are really sore. If you could understand a seizure, my muscles are really sore. Epilepsy sucks. This was supposed to be my therapy for the day for my epilepsy, so that I could calm myself down. Okay, so like if I'm not talking when I do this, it's partially because I'm just trying to focus. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit more so that you can see what I'm doing right here. Reposition that. I don't know if you guys can see the eye. Yeah. Get it up here for you. Here you go. Now you can see the eye. Hi. Oh. Good night, Sharon. You stay blessed too, sweetie. Well, I know you want to see me paint, but yes, it is crazy that they try to cut me off. But okay, you made it just in time for me to paint. So I'm just hoping that they don't try to cut me off again. Okay, that's the thing we're hoping that they don't do. They tried a little while ago. So we're really hoping that they don't try to cut me off again. Because I'm referencing my own artwork. As you guys know, it's the dragon. To me, I can just pick up the brush and do it. I know Jeff was wanting to see this all day. So if Jeff makes it, if I don't look at the screen right away, guys, don't worry about it. I'll see your comments in a little bit. Okay? And thank you for the 2 thumbs up. Trust me, I appreciate it. Oh, and I've made it up to 198 subscribers. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate all of you. No, seriously, I appreciate everybody. I really do. I appreciate everybody. Apparently, what? Yeah, I know. Right? YouTube, like, they let us have our subscribers and they cut some of them back. It's going fine now. Yeah, right? It's going fine now. Probably because I have a lot more of you on here. That's why I was saying, it's actually YouTube. Wasn't even where I was having my device sick. It's actually YouTube. I wonder who they even have working for them anymore. It's actually a robot, to tell you the truth. It's not even really a robot. It's a computer that chooses what channels it wants to interrupt. Which is nuts. It's nuts. So, yeah. A robot, not a human. It's not that a robot would know what to do emotionally. It's like a Vulcan. It doesn't have feelings, emotions. The needs of the one does not outweigh the needs of the many or the few. All right, I'm a Trekkie. Quoting Spock. And like I said, these little palettes are really cool because I have 3 of them. They're interlocking, so they're great for travel. If you want to travel with paint palettes like that, they're really cool for something like that. And so I'm just using the black right there. What was that you said? I'll read that in a minute. Actually, nose on the dragon. Now, I do my dragons a little bit different than everybody else. But dragons are supposed to be unique in their own way. Because every dragon is completely different. Now, I've done Highland dragons, which is completely different than a Japanese dragon. A Highland dragon is a Scottish dragon. Now, if you notice, I'm actually taking this. In fact, let me back up the camera a little bit, fix it so that you can actually see what I'm doing here on the mouth. You read your comments for a minute and then I'll put this back down. Yeah, let me read your comments for a minute. Okay, and then I'll zoom back in, and thank you for the 2 thumbs up. Now I'll zoom back in so that you can actually see what I'm doing, like right in here. So I'm actually using the brush as if, I'd be using a pencil or a pen to draw with. Like right in the mouth area, just like I did with this one, because that's my reference, and everybody likes that dragon. So, actually, let me set this dragon here so I'm not having to constantly struggle to look back and forth. I can just look down at it, just go like that, go like that. In fact, it's like mustache a little different because, like I said, every dragon is different. You don't have to have it the same. Its mustache area is different. You get to see this. You get to see it as it's being done. In fact, something I would like you guys to do for me after I'm done with this is if one of you can save this in a download when I'm done to one of your devices, which would be awesome to do, is because I'm going to do this myself in case YouTube pulls their shenanigans again of trying to take this off. we will be able to save it somehow and put it back up. We will be able to save this and put it back in case they pull their shenanigans, because we will call shenanigans on them. So that means, you know, it'll be saved somehow. Because I know one thing, that's something I will be doing myself, because I'm live streaming and it wasn't able to be saved last time when I drew it. And these dragons actually do have the hairs out right here. And it's okay if there's nobody on here right now. It's okay, because I know you guys have a life and things to do. Yep, I know people have things to do. You might be needing to eat. You may need to do stuff. Oh, okay. You may actually be eating while you're watching. This may be your entertainment while you're eating, which is cool, if it is. Yeah, looks like YouTube cut me off at the same time somebody accidentally called me, so I'm back anyway. I did come back. Yes, I did. YouTube did it again. YouTube did it again. Figures, right? Come back. I'm back. Don't worry. No, a friend of mine accidentally butt dialed me. At the same time that YouTube cut me off. So, that's okay. But I'm back. So anyway, that's like doing the beard of the dragon. Every dragon has a different beard and a different mustache. Mustachio. It's not a pistachio, it's a mustachio. And their noses are different. The length of their noses are different. Their snout. Everything is always different on every dragon. And I'm Native American, and I don't know, I love doing Chinese and Japanese artwork. A lot of people have a misconception. It's the Inuit in Alaska that are mixed with Asian. Not all Indigenous American people are mixed with Asian descent, even though, you know, it's okay. A lot of people have a misconception though. It's the Inuit though in Alaska that do have Asian descent from the Bering Strait. They're the ones that had it. And you just take a little bit of water in the brush and you have that little wash color in the black. So yeah, like not all of us have the that descent, which I mean I don't mind, you know. But I have Asian friends that are really cool. That Japanese and some Chinese friends and some from, oh my gosh, just from different places. Oh my gosh, but they're really cool people. I love the culture, the food, especially the food. Learned how to make the sticky rice. Sticky rice is so cool. Put that with all sorts of stuff. Sticky rice is what I put in my fried rice. Yes, I make a fried rice, but it's a really good one. But that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing. That's an episode of Charlene's Native American Kitchen, Chinese food or Japanese food. But that would be Chinese food, but the sticky rice. No, I gotta do the other eye. Eye, Captain. Gotta do the other eyeball right here. Because I have to do the other cheek. Comes down right here. And then we do the brow. The brow will be different. Now see, Jeffrey, he wanted to be watching this. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I know he did. But I know he was out with his wife and kids, but that is okay. At least I was able to do painting now. Back to the paint. And if you feel like you're not really happy with something, you can always go back into the paint and pick more up. But this is the bravery test right here. Now, I would normally say this is the bravery test if I'm working with my acrylics. I know I need to finish up the mouth though, which is more of a bravery test when you're working with the fang right here. Really is. Because, you know, the things, they don't necessarily all have to be perfect. It's inside the dragon's mouth. I mean, you want to try to count them out as even as possible, but and then you got the tongue. Let's get the paintbrush wet again. Go back into the black. Now I'm trying to do the line work first. Just as if I was doing a tattoo, because I used to design tattoos, not do them on other people, but I used to design artwork itself. That would go onto other people's skin. And I'm actually not going to, and you know what? Maybe it's because of a website I mentioned, but you know what? I don't work for that website anymore. I really don't. I don't work for that website. Maybe that's why somebody complained. I am no longer an artist for that website. A lot of people would steal my artwork, and I don't work for that website anymore. And I'm not going to mention it either, so that this one doesn't get taken down. So, oh well. Maybe that's why the drawing got taken down. So, oh well, if that website doesn't like it, too bad. The truth came out. I used to design for design tattoos for people on a website. I no longer do that anymore because I wasn't getting paid for actually doing the work. When other people were getting paid for cheating. I don't pluck designs off of the internet. As you can see, I actually use my own artwork. Hey, glad you made it, Velvet. Glad you made it. And thank you for the 3 thumbs up. I'm glad a few people made it here. Yeah, as you all know, I'm referencing my own artwork. So that nobody can say that I'm not. I mean, anybody can try to say, but hey, I'm referencing my own. But I got you guys as my witnesses. I'm referencing my own, right? Right. So, anyway. And I'm actually using a very thin brush to do the line work. And this is a synthetic hair. And I actually got this like really cheap at Walmart, to tell you the truth. I didn't get all my brushes at Michael's Crafting at first. My more expensive ones I did get at Michael's Crafting. You guys know all my stuff is not sponsored. I don't have sponsors yet. I probably never will, and I don't really care. I don't really care about sponsorship. That's not really what matters to me. What matters to me is community. Yeah, say hey to everybody. Head to the kid. Met. Oh. Oh, goodness. want to let you guys know that earlier today, I actually got up to 100 and, wait for it, 98 subscribers. For now, right? I've come a long way. I really have. I've come a long way. No, I'm not doing my own portrait. I've done self-portrait before. Don't like doing self-portrait. I just don't like it. Yes, please go subscribe to each other, because that's what I want you to do. Okay, I didn't catch what you said. Really? That is awesome. That is awesome. Keep on growing. I want everybody's channels to just keep on growing. That's all I want to see, is like everybody's channels to keep growing, the community to keep on growing. I think it's just awesome. I really do. I mean, we won't be so small anymore. I mean, we've gotten bigger together, much stronger together. And I think it's awesome. You have 49 subscribers now. Well, we're going to get you stronger. She only has 49 subscribers. We got to get her stronger. You're strong now. We're going to get you stronger. Girl, I'm going to tell you, I didn't start out with too many, and now I have close to 200. We're going to build you up. I'm telling you that right now. We're going to build you up. Yeah, well, remember, when you hit a specific number that you really want, you have to go over to 44 Charlene, which is my Instagram, and then I paint your portrait. Remember, that's our deal. When you hit a specific number that was your goal, you have to go over to 44 Charlene, and I paint your portrait. And yeah, so you actually have to set yourself a goal, and then I will paint your portrait after you hit that goal. Set yourself a goal. Once you hit that goal, you have to go over there. Velvet already knows this, don't you, Velvet? I think a lot of you should already know this. Once you hit that goal, you go over to 44 Charlene. You send me what you think is you get side of your face, and then although I will paint you up and, paint up a nice portrait of you and send that to you. That way it's like a collab. You don't what? Oh. Well, our thing is here is we do subdue each other because we're just a community of strong people to keep each other going. That's how we are here. We're just a strong community of people to keep each other going. We're a giant family. We have decided to keep each other strong after what happened, which is awesome. So while this stuff was going on, let's see, I'm no longer homeless, but while it was going on, I was homeless, and now I'm no longer homeless. But I actually did my video about what Logan Paul did, but he can basically go cry in a corner. If I ever met him, I'd make him cry all right. Cry back to his mommy. He'd end up seeing the drill instructor side of me. But okay, good. Okay, so YouTube did it again, trying to cut me off, which is really irritating at this point. Really the freak irritating. Oh no, they'll subscribe to you. It takes a few minutes to actually see the new subscribers. It'll show up. Trust me, it takes a little while to see the new subscribers. YouTube just makes it look like they're not right there. Actually, if you refresh it, it'll show the new subscribers. They just make it look like they're not there. So yeah, if you refresh it, then they show up. Well, YouTube's messing up on a lot of things lately, including remember I told you how they remotely shut stuff off? Guess what they just did to me, and that's why I had to come back in. They'll show up. They'll show up. Just give it a little while. Be patient. They'll show up. Trust me, they'll show up. Trust me. I know how those two are. They'll show up. They're pretty good. When they say that they've subbed you, they've actually subbed you. Because they did that with me. They've actually subbed you. They're pretty good people. They are pretty good people. And actually, what I'm getting really ticked off with right now is YouTube constantly trying to cut me off right now while I'm trying to do the painting for you guys. I mean, come on. Like, am I going to have to just reposition the camera? Like right here? I might. Okay. Yeah, well, there's nobody here now anyway. Ugh, I'm getting tired of YouTube screwing with my video to the point where I'm just about to end the video if they keep it up. Well, if they do tell you, then they will. If they tell you that they will sub you, then they will. Anyway, I gotta find something to set this on to get it higher because I really want you to be able to see that because now, like, YouTube is seriously irritated the crap out of me. And I don't want you to see, like, the arm of the chair. I want you to be able to see that because, like, they irritated the crap out of me. Sick and tired of them, like, interrupting my videos, like, to the point where I'm just about to switch platforms. I really am. I'm about to switch platforms. Instead of YouTube, I'm about to switch to Twitch. Yeah, I'm about to switch to Twitch. I know not everybody has Twitch, but I'm actually about to switch. I mean, keep my YouTube, but YouTube is, like, irritating me to the point where I'm about to leave. And I don't want to leave because I know people won't get to see the artwork. I got my book back. See, this is just really irritating. I'm not mad at my viewers. I love you guys. You're awesome, but YouTube needs to get their crap together. Sorry, I need to get that down there where you can see. Just like I'm saying, I'm referencing my art, my own art. So nobody can say that I take that from. No, I'm referencing my own artwork. Everybody knows this tonight. That's what I'm saying. If that's why YouTube took down my other video, is because somebody may have complained, oh, she took that from. No, I don't take from other people's works. I do my own. I always have. If it looked similar to somebody else's artwork, hey, it may have looked similar, but I do my own work. I reference my own pieces. I always have. This is how I am. Don't mind me, I'm a little tired tonight. I'm still sore. But I did promise you guys that I would do this dragon tonight, and I'm keeping my promise. I am keeping my promise. I didn't get to do it yesterday, so I am doing it today. And like I said, it's that same dragon, or similar to. The face is a little bit different. I'm doing the parts around it just a little bit different. So it's referenced from, but a little bit different. I wish Princess could have watched this. She might have liked this. She's Filipino, but she might have liked this. I like her video. She's cool. Get better soon then, Princess. I watched your video earlier today. I'm sorry if it's a little shaky. I don't have anything to balance it on at the moment. I would have if YouTube would stop cutting me off. Hold on, guys. I gotta find something to balance this with. Let me pull this back out. I gotta find something. I know that. I gotta find something to balance this with real quick. Sorry, you got a shot in my armpit there. I gotta find something to balance this with. Because that's really starting to hurt my shoulder. The shoulder that is really sore from the seizure I had last night. Yeah, my left shoulder is really sore from the seizure I had, so I can't really hold the camera and, you know, really hold that and try to paint at the same time. That's really taken an effect. I just can't do it. That's what I'm saying, you know. They should have thought about what the heck they were doing. And see, I don't, it's not up high enough. It's like, no, this is irritating. This is irritating. Push the chair out a little. Maybe that would be better. There we go. Maybe that's better. I don't know if that's better for you guys. Maybe it is. I'll just sit more outward. That way you guys can see it better. YouTube is irritating. I want my audience to be able to enjoy it. And see if I make a little happy accident there. I'm not going to say mistake, a happy accident. Guess I'm using the Bob Ross reference. Happy accident. Then I can correct it. I can always correct it. Because we don't have accidents, we have happy accidents. And when we use acrylics is when we beat the devil out of it. If any of you watched those videos, you certainly saw that I beat the devil out of that brush. That takes out a lot of frustration. Yep, certainly does. It certainly does. And okay, see that I did that there. And then you take it along here. Only part of the belly goes here, because you kind of end it when you come along here, because it's not going to go fully along this way. See, we had a happy accident. I took care of it. Line work, you should always be very precise with your line work. So like you come along here, you want to darken that line back in. Come along here, you want to darken that light back in. Let's say, okay, you have just enough on your brush and you want to do a little gradation. You lighten up on your brush. You're just kind of lightly scraping it. You're not putting as much pressure to the brush. You're just bringing it very light. You see what that did? Just very light on the brush. And you're taking it even lighter. And even lighter. Or a little darker. Depends on how you're taking the brush, light or dark. See, I went a little darker here, lighter, lighter. You take it a little darker, it's a little darker, a little lighter. Your gradients in there are, it depends on what you want to do with it. The ending of the tail I'll actually have coming out over here. You guys are probably thinking, oh no, I'm doing that kind of early. No, I'm not. I'm actually doing this on purpose. And every dragon you always see is always different. That's the beauty of making dragon. Every dragon is different. And they're so beautiful. They are. They're just so beautiful. You can add color into them. You can leave them on black and gray. It really doesn't matter. You really can do that. You can make them in color. Or you guys have seen the color one that I've done. I've actually done some in black and gray. Black and gray one wrapped around a samurai. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know why it got rejected as a piece of tattoo work. Absolutely gorgeous. Would have made a gorgeous tattoo. That's what the person wanted, but oh well. Can't please everyone. And like I said, every dragon is different. Let me push this out a little more, so that you can see. And what I like to do is I always like to make these lines. I know you guys can see a little bit of what was in the corner here. I erased what was here. I'll just fill that in. I always love to do this, like fill that in. Just give some texture. It's Asian art. I always do this with my Japanese painting. It gives the texture to the painting. grab a bigger brush for this. I do have a bigger brush. This is a filbert. A lot of people call it a different brush, but it's actually a filbert. That's what I was taught. It's a filbert. Watch old Bob Ross. You learn what brush is what. I always learned that this brush was a filbert. That's what I learned from Bob Ross. Now he had done some oil paintings that actually looked like water paintings. So I guess I get that from watching Bob Ross, is like taking acrylics and making them look like water paintings or making them look like oil paintings. So that's kind of cool. And I've actually taken water paintings and made them look like acrylics, which is cool by itself. But that's not what we're doing with this today. We purposely want this to be a water painting. Why? Because we do. It's on purpose. Now, if it was a porpoise, it would be on purpose. You know what I mean? But it's not a porpoise. Or it would have that. Said, if you guys don't come in here, you know, you guys can watch this later. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, because I know some of you were looking forward to this today. So it's fine. Perfectly fine. And it might actually bore you to watch somebody paint. It may be okay to watch. I don't know. I don't know. Some people have their preferences. This is true. Some people have their preferences. Okay. Sorry about not talking there for a minute. But once I get into this, sometimes I'm really into it. Yeah, sometimes I'm really, really into it. And you can just drag that down for a little gradation. And pull it up, and then brush up. And then go back into a smaller brush, depending on which one you want. You're having a soft brush. Oh, this will work. This worked just fine. Go back into that black. Back into that black for making the scales. Maybe even touch up this line right here, because that line does need to be touched up. And just take this and make lines for the scales. Try to do the scales as good as possible. You may not get them all matchy-matchy at first. But you're working with paint at this point. If you're working with a pencil, that would be one thing, but you're having to do this with paint, so you gotta try as best as possible to get this with your butter paint. So it's good to have these little pellets. You can just pick them up and hold them. I know my scales aren't going to be 100% here, but even if you don't want to do the scales, you can just go ahead and paint your dragon green. If you want to put the color into it, or you can add just like shadow into it. You really could shadow texturing into it to a gradation. Sorry if I'm like a little off tonight. Like I said, that seizure really took me last night. It kind of took me a little off last night. I used to be like on the top of my game, and but you know, if you see what I mean about this, it's almost the exact same as this. And just keep going with the scales. I know I can't speed this up with doing the scales. I'm sorry, guys, I can't. If I could, I would. They are not giving me that capability right now. I don't know why. If they did, I would. Trust me, I'd like to. But maybe I can just go ahead and speed up my own process here for you. I'll just go ahead and try to speed up my own painting process for you. Yeah. Teaching is an art by itself. Even if it is teaching art. I mean, next time I do something like this, and you have your paints and your brushes, feel free to pull out your paints and your brushes. In fact, we might have an art talk on what to do next. You guys might want to pull out the paints and the brushes, and you guys can paint with me. Sort of like old Bob Ross had people doing with him, right? I really thought that he was a cool old dude. He's an Air Force veteran. He was from Florida. He said that first time he ever went to Alaska was when he was in the Air Force. And that was the first time he had ever seen snow, or first time he had ever been in the snow was when he was in Alaska. I mean, can you imagine that? He said he stepped on that and he fell on his tushy. Kind of funny in a way. It's like, wow, I was so used to that growing up. The snow. Nowadays I say no to snow. So, okay, so far we have, get a little more of this up around here. We'll end this video soon because, ow, my leg hurts and I'm getting tired. As I said, the seizure I had last night has me a little tired today. A little more bubbly thing right there. Touch that in. This pretty much matches the sketching that I did of this dragon. I'll pull this close. Pretty much almost matches this. Hey to my one viewer. What do you think? Do you think that almost matches? What do you think? Do you think they almost match? since you know I'm just referencing my own artwork. Let me know what you think. I might come back to it tomorrow to add some color to the water painting. Because you know, this is what I drew. And this is what I painted. Drawing, painting. I mean, it really didn't take me that long to paint this. If you think about it. So who's still on here with me? Tell me who's still on here with me. And thank you for the 6 thumbs up. Who's still on here with me? Because I see 1 viewer. So like I said, drawing, painting. And they're pretty similar. So, I might call it done for the night. Like I said, I don't know who's on here viewing. Because you're not saying. And it's almost 8 o'clock. And I'm pretty darn tired. So, I will finish that tomorrow, probably with some color. Oh, hey to my second viewer in here. Like I was saying, I have this much done. It pretty much almost looks like this. Almost matches it. You know, this is what I was referencing. So, you guys are coming in at the end of tonight's video for the water painting. So yeah, I'm gonna let this dry, and then I will see you guys tomorrow. So stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. And I will see you tomorrow right here. Good night. Love everybody.